Two-faced as fuck.
I still get this story twice. I still didn't understand it.
Oh, one of the gifters, Corey the boy.
Oh, he's a gifter, right?
Level 38 gifter. He was
Okay.
gifted me 6 months ago. Then he stopped, and then he stopped gifting me, but I was still watching his videos, talking to him. I was asking him about help about my mould, because he's got a company that deals with mould and all that. Then he's blocked me. I went to watch his video and found out he's blocked me. I was like, huh? Like, I was still talking to him after he stopped gifting me, yeah. And then I was like, why you blocked me? He's like, because you didn't give me any clout. I'm trying to build my account, you knew that, and you haven't given me no clout. I said, you never gifted me. I never agreed to anyone to gift me for clout. Do you know what I mean?
The he wanted clout.
So-called husband. I don't believe his word is. He wanted clout off of me.
Yeah. So and why did you two fall out?
He blocked me because I didn't give him clout for gifting me.
Hey people, what's up? Welcome back. So I'm hearing this story about Evil Queen and Corey, and how Corey is a person that was a mod for Evil Queen, and they had a sort of falling out in Portugal, because if you didn't know, Corey has been a mod for a few months with EQ, and Corey has some sort of mold business. He has been in touch with a few people in the TikTok space trying to get clout for himself, and it didn't go well with the first one or two people. Then he started hanging out with Evil Queen, being a mod. I would send her loads of gifts, paid for the flight and accommodations to Portugal. They had a falling out because he didn't like how Evil Queen's chat acted towards him. But if you're a mod for Evil Queen's chat, you should kind of know how Evil Queen's chat is, because every chat's different. Like Angie's chat is different from Miss Red's chat. Miss Red's chat's different from Makazi's chat, different from CLA's chat, different from Alphaba's chat, different from EQ's chat, different from Tommy's chat, different from Cheyenne's chat. Come on, people. And some chats, it really depends on you. I won't say some chats are better than others. It really depends on what you like. Some people like the drama, some people like the chaos, some people like calm, right? So it really depends on your attitudes towards life and what kind of mood you're in. That really dictates what kind of chats you will like. But what I didn't like, that left me a bad taste in my mouth, is to put somebody out after saying that you're gonna, pay for everything for this vacation in Portugal. It's not right, it's not cool, and it's actually disgusting behavior to do this to somebody, especially if you're a mod in their chat. Like, come on now. So I've been hearing from Lawrence. You just saw the clip where Lawrence is talking about Corey and Corey's mole business, and Corey, giving him gifts because Corey was trying to get some clout, because he started to go live, right? And you know what, some people are like that. I can't even knock that type of angle, but sometimes certain angles are pretty sleazy. Let's just put it that way as well. If you say you want the clout, then that's cool. Then at least everybody has an understanding. But like, hey, I'm gonna gift you this amount of equivalents to dollars, and then you kind of drive an audience towards me. That is your agreement. This is what I'm paying for. Then I could totally understand that. But don't gift people and then you stop gift them, and then you block them because they didn't give you clout, but you didn't even have that agreement with them in the first place. So what the hell is wrong with you? Furthermore, don't leave a lady stranded like that. Well, I don't really think Evil Queen's gonna be stranded. Come on, Evil Queen has her own monies and whatnot, but still, it really leaves me a bad taste in my mouth. I would never do that to somebody, because I would never want it done to me. If you say you're gonna pay for something, it doesn't matter if we fall in or fall out, you should still be a gentleman and be honorable and still uphold what you said you were going to do, which is pay for the flights and the accommodations. And that is it, bottom line. As I said, do I think something might happen? Did she get kicked out of the holiday? Well, it's kind of seeming like that, doesn't it? Anyways, I will wait for further information on this. I'm gonna leave you guys with some more videos. I think Luke the Judge was talking about this. So was Evil Queen for a second. I'm gonna leave my thoughts here. You guys tell me what you guys think in the comment section, because I know some people are like, hey, you know what? She took a risk. It didn't pay off. Just find your way home. Other people like, no, he said he's gonna pay for it, so pay for it, and not leave Evil Queen stranded. Anyways, people, thank you so much. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Take care of yourselves. Have a great one. See you later.
Thank you, Jen. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Michelle, Jacqueline, Ange, Becky, LH, Roxy. Thank you, darling. So basically, he wasn't gifting me because he wanted to support me and see me up the ranks. He was gifting me with the intention of getting his name out there, and in return, I would give him clout. But I never had an agreement like that, and I generally see him as like a funny person, and I liked him, and I thought he related to me.
What does he? Does he do live himself?
He just started doing it the last couple of weeks, but I thought because he's big himself, and because he's had a gas strip balloon and he likes food and that, I thought that's why he gifted me, because he related to me, or he might have just had none of them reasons and he just liked me. Yeah. And then I've got messages from him saying, you knew I was trying to build my account, you could have given me clout, and I've messaged him back saying no, I didn't. I would never I wouldn't let people gift me for clout, because I can just about have enough time to run my own page. Sitting on here 8 hours, 10 hours a day, plus making videos, plus having your own life, takes all the time out of you.
Of course. And also you should be gifting without any expectation anyway.
There was never an agreement, so there was never any agreement of, yeah, I'll give you clout for gifts, so I'd like him to show any agreement like that, because that's not true. But he's done the same thing to Evil Queen. He's paid for her to go on holiday. She's gone, and then she's ended up leaving and going to stand somewhere else. And that's why I spoke to Evil Queen, went in her live and text her today on here, because he's done the same thing to me, and I'm sorry, but people like that shouldn't be able to go around doing things like that. And then he said Zach the Brat told him to block. So I spoke to Zach the Brat. I don't speak to Zach the Brat. I spoke to Zach the Brat, and Zach the Brat was like, what the fuck's he on about? So the man's just a barefaced liar. Do you ever get gifters that are weird?
Yeah, I've had a lot in my time. Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah.
Is it
I usually lose out. No, some of them, like, they want a lot of back and forward conversation. Like, obviously they're trying to chat you up, some of them, but if you can't keep up to them, they start losing the plot.
Roxy, how do you know that though? Victoria, you're a bit of a weirdo, ain't you? Strange, you have a little lad with you. Who's the little lad?
I had someone gifted me and I didn't reply to them. I was busy.
No, Peggy,
next minute, she's sniping on the other end for 12 battles in a row.
Just for the record, I think Corey's older than me. There was no romantic talk. There was no flirting, yeah? So what, I can't have male friends, yeah? Secondly, the last person that I let chat me up on here was someone called Cal. I met him, he chatted me up, and it was all load of clout chasing, yeah? There was never anything sexual or romantic there. There wasn't even a kiss, so what you on about there, yeah? James I got engaged to, and me and James still talk, and we're good friends now, and we meet and chat. And Zach, his family manipulated me, moved me up out of my family's area to Wakefield, and I had a fight with them because they were taking the piss out of me. So what you on about? I got banned on my main, yeah. Like, I ain't the first person in history to ever have a fight, and I ain't gonna be the last one. You know, I make TikToks. I'm not Beyonce. Even fucking Beyonce's had fights. It's ridiculous. You just do what suits your own narrative, man. Exactly that, Brody.
I think James has been the best friend that you've had, innit?
James is the only one that's genuine.
Yeah.
The only one that's genuine. And he is genuine. You know?
Out of everyone that you're saying, I've never met him.
Yeah, James is the only person that's genuine. No, Peggy, you know what they're saying about bloody...
You tell them, Lawrence, it's your life, not theirs.
I'm not bothered. But this weird one keeps following me around.
When you have genuine people in your life, man, you got to appreciate the hell out of them. You got to shower them with so much love.
100%. 100%. I ain't got a bad word to say about James. See you later, Anne. Yeah, Corey the boy.
Big up the real, loyal, genuine people out there, man. We see you. We see you. Don't let this world fool you. We see you.
Yeah, Lisa, what is genuine? Lisa, what's genuine? I ain't gonna let one family that was on benefits and then using me for money while I was getting popular on TikTok ruin my whole time on here. No, thank you. You know, they even come into my live yesterday and said, pay your Sky TV bill. Why don't you pay the fucking Sky TV bill? The Sky was put in for Zach to watch his football. You pay the Sky TV bill. No one else would have known that apart from the mum. So why don't you come in and pay the fucking Sky TV bill? I put that on 3 years ago. My credit rating's terrible. So I don't care. Do you know what I mean? I got a bloody CCJ in January for a parking ticket in Cornwall that I did about 3-4 years ago. Alright, Junior? Junior, put a love out a minute. I'll follow you back. I'm on my backup this week. Well, today. I'll see how I get on first. Is Junior gone? Listen, when I come from nothing, I don't get... Things like that don't bother me, do you know what I mean? When TikTok's all over, and I go back, and if I have nothing again, I'm used to living like that. So I always got by. And always will do. We know how to survive, my family. Money or not, we still get by.
Do you know what I mean? Some good vibes. I knew it was a chilled holiday. I knew it wasn't going to be out drinking every night. And I don't like drinking every night myself. I only do that with DC Dector. It's just our thing, type of thing. We enjoy doing that. But with other people, I don't do that. You know, I don't, you know what I mean? I can sit and chill. So I can blend into any environment. Like, and I just thought we were going to wake up this morning, but because he hasn't slept on it and he's done it in the moment, you know, before sleep, whether he's waking up to regret it this morning, you don't try and banish Evil Queen off from any country. I will stay here till I'm meant to go home, and I'll book myself another ticket in case he be's malicious, which I don't think he would be, and cancels my other one or something. But I haven't slagged him. I have no intention to.
Listen, I don't have really no opinion on the guy. I did feel sorry for him last night in your battle, but I didn't know all this. Do you feel...
I thought he was going to win, though.
Did you... You actually all day thought that he was going to smoke you, didn't you? Because you phoned me.
Honestly, because of his high level and everything. Like we made friends off the app. It's not about gifting with me and him. But, like, because he goes around and he gifts a lot of people, I thought they're all going to return it, obviously, you know what I mean? Like, Tommy T is coming on the app for the very first time tomorrow. Obviously, I'm going to drop on him, you know what I mean? Because he's been so great to me. I thought that was what his people would do for him.
Yeah.
So I thought I was going to get absolutely annihilated.
And it turns out his people didn't really show up, did they?
And that's not my fault, you know what I mean? But
It's
Luke, he's
not your
turned
fault.
around if you read that text.
Do you
and
want
he
me
says
to
it's-
read the text out? Do you want me to read the text
Yes,
out? Right.
Absolutely. Hang on a sec though, Luke. I'm going to go as you, because we're listening on my live, because obviously I'm still live at the same time. So there's 3.1 on yours and 4.1 on mine. But listen, I'm not planning on slagging anybody. I'm just here to the comments of, oh, let's play it off. You've got it there, you know what I mean? So.
All right then, Evil Queen.
All right, I'll drop down because people don't speak freely when I'm in the box, Luke. Like, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Because obviously, all right, love you lots. Bye, everyone.
Right, I'm going to read this text now, guys. Before I read this text, can I just say, I when I first saw Corey, I didn't like him at all. I said he was ignorant, he was arrogant, didn't like the man at all. Thought he was a bit of a show off with his gifting badge. I went in a couple of his lives. He's actually a decent guy, but I just don't think TikTok has worked out how it was supposed to. Let me read the message. Can we have the comments off, please, whilst I read this? Can I have the comments off? Corey can come in the chat. Listen, share it to Corey. Corey can come in. I've got no issue with Corey. Right. Are the comments off? Right, okay, guys. Right. Hey, darling, thought about it a lot. TikTok just isn't for me. I'll be for real. Nothing against you personally. You're a wonderful, bright, intelligent woman. But I'll have your friendship. But your clout on TikTok is beyond toxic. I understand now that TikTok is your business, and I 1,000% back you. So moving forward, if you fly home Tuesday, that gives us both a chance to breathe. Judging me, although we both agree on everything, I didn't realise that it would be put onto me like that. The way you made it out that you was scared of me and made me, that's meant to say out, to be some crazy man and allowed that to speak about me isn't for me. I haven't got a bad bone in my body. I'm just too soft, and TikTok I can see now. I'd never put that out to anyone. I ain't got the platform anyway. But hang on. But tomorrow, if you'd be okay, can we both just come together, sort it out, do a gonna cut it all short just to allow me to collect my thoughts. I'm still young and with a different platform somewhere else. I didn't realise the beast of TikTok, which is true. I love and respect you majorly. I haven't and wouldn't discuss this with anyone, not even Ollie. Well, Ollie was in the room discussing it. So if you can do that off your own bat, you going home, so it's all natural. But either way, regardless, shouldn't have brought you out here with my mates. I would find that awkward myself. Love you lot. Speak in the morning. Turn the comments back on, guys. I don't like that bit where he said, can we try and make it look natural, you going home? To be honest, I think it's childish. She didn't need to go home. That's just my opinion. She didn't.
You know what it sounds like, Luke? I think it sounds like a confused text message from a confused person who tried to do something for maybe some sort of business entity, but then thought, oh, this is wrong, and then tried to find a way out of it. But it seems a really confused message for a confused situation, but he's got it flipped upside down wrong, and he's approached this well wrong, I think.
It seems like damage control and a manipulative tactic to try and get himself away from the situation to me.
Possibly, Leash. Possibly. Jojo?
Sorry, guys, I am working on here.
Oh,
I don't know if I just kind of feel like he might like and, you know, appreciate Chelsea, but I don't think he maybe realised like what comes along with Chelsea. I don't like the fact of, you know, the whole let's make it natural. I have to agree with you there, Luke. I really like that. But at the same time, like, you know, good on Chelsea. She's not slagging him. If he is genuine with his message, I don't know. I don't know the guy. I've never seen him. But I just think that he tried to do something, maybe wanted a platform, and it's not worked out. And maybe trying to get EQ on board, knowing her following, just really wasn't for him. But everything else around it, it's a bit, you don't do that to EQ. You just don't, like. And if anyone knows her and he watches her enough, like, you should know her banter by now. Like, she wasn't sitting there, like, as she said, she wasn't genuinely an axe murderer.
She knows he's got he knows she's got trolls, yeah. And let's hear from some other people. Laura, look, guys, why don't we just all unmute, because I'm going to go off at 11:45.
Oh, the chat's saying that he is a mod. He's been a mod for 6 months.
Yeah, everyone unmute. Laura, you all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you think, Laura?
Well, I don't understand the way. You could see last night how uncomfortable she was. Like, it wasn't fair. It really wasn't fair. You could see she was uncomfortable. As I said when she was in here, like, about her clothes, like she hadn't unpacked properly or nothing anyway.
Yeah.
Because she felt something. Now, that says it all, do you know what I mean? If you don't feel comfortable from the fact of not being able to unpack, then, do you know what I mean? And from my understanding of it all, I didn't know there was other people going as well.
Yeah.
I thought it was just them two.
Yeah.
Power off. Yeah, I literally thought it was just them two going. So maybe the fact that there was more people there as well made it be that more, like, uncomfortable.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but I just think I do understand what you're saying, but I just think, like, they didn't give it enough chance. Like, this all sort of like happened within 2 days, and like,
yeah,
I don't know, it's mad. What do you think, TikTok detective?
Hi.
Hello, darling.
Me personally, I think that it's all spiralled out of control since this battle, and he's obviously not took it very well that he's lost. My opinion, I think he's gaslighting.
Do you think so?
I think, yeah, absolutely. He's been a mod, as the chat's saying, for 6 months. He knows what the troll's like. I'm in AQ's lives all the time, and I know myself, and anybody else who goes in they'll see. But yeah, I think he's just manipulative. I think it's just, we're looking at another Bradley here. That's my opinion.
That's fair enough. Like, but from what I've watched, he's not a bad guy. Yeah, he's a bit fucking moody and stuff. I'm not watching anybody's post, and I'll block that name out the chat in a minute. I don't want to watch his post. Yeah, I don't know. He doesn't seem like a bad guy to me. But if this has painted him, block that name out the chat, Chester, please.
I just think the way it might not be a bad guy, but for any man to know that there's a woman out there, AQ's not vulnerable, so I wouldn't class her as a vulnerable person, but out there with a load of strangers, she is. Definitely. And to have that sort of comments and them text messages, I just think it's absolutely appalling, to be fair. And I mean, I'm not somebody who jumps on the box, but I'd say it with his face and cloud chase. But no, I think it's an absolute joke, to be honest, and I think AQ just deserves so much better. Big up the AQ.
Yeah. But why did they go out in the first place? Was it a holiday? Was it a business arrangement? What was the initial reason for going out?
So Charles just came up and said, TJ, that basically it was a free holiday for her, and he was going to kind of like get paid back by her doing content, things like that, and bringing him clout, basically. That's what Chelsea just said. But
can I, Jojo, guys, sorry, Jojo, can I leave you in charge for 2 minutes? Is that okay?
Yeah, of course you can. It was chaos, but let's go for it.
We're all fucked.
Pearl, what did you think, Pearl, to... hello, Miss Louise. Pearl, what did you think to the message you just heard?
Luke, sorry, I didn't know I was in the box.
Oh.
What have I just heard? Sorry, I'm surfing.
All right, get out of the box, you clout. She's always clout chasing. I'm going to let a couple more people in. Jojo, can you and TJ take over?
Yeah, of course I can. No worries.
Am I allowed to speak? I've been waiting since the very beginning.
Yeah, of course you can, Miss Fitz. Go for it,
darling. Sorry, but I've just been sitting up here waiting and waiting and waiting. Yes, I'm Australian. I watch EQ constantly, and I think it's absolutely appalling and disgusting that a man would ask a lady to go home on a holiday that he asked her to come out on. Not only that, saying that he shouldn't have her around his friends. I don't know what that was about, but that's pretty disgusting to me. Also, that the way this all happened, it seems very childish and disgusting to me that he would even think about telling her to go home over something so little.
I actually can't disagree with you on that one, Miss Fitz, if I'm very honest. Listening to that text message was a bit, it sounded very immature, if I'm honest.
Yeah, very immature, and I honestly do think it's passive aggressive, that message that he has sent. So, and he's trying to get her to lie for him. Like, she's a very big person on TikTok, and if you're going to do something to her, it's going to be all over TikTok. Simple as that.
Yeah, I think for me, for the chat informing me and letting me know, guys, thank you, by the way, that he was actually a mod for 6 months, I kind of retracted myself a little bit, because if you've been a mod for 6 months, anyone who watches EQ, I'm not particularly in there, but even I know what the chat's like. Was you finished, Miss Fitz, lovely?
Yeah, no, I'm done, darling. Thank you guys so much for having me. I just think it's absolutely disgusting that he would do that to a woman. I don't know if she's heard from Tash, but I hope Tash has messaged her and asked her if she's okay being out there. I don't know if she has or hasn't, but hopefully she has, because they got along very well last night when they were out. So
I hope so.
I hope she has, and I hope that maybe she goes out with her during the day while she's there, knowing that she's still there or something, so that there's someone there with her.
Oh, right. Who was next? Louise, Miss Louise, lovely. Did you want to say something?
I do, but can I wait for it to come back, because it was
of course you can. Unique G, darling.
Hi, can everyone hear me all right? Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, good.
I mean, yeah, right.
So obviously, I follow EQ, and obviously,
Cheers,
he
Jay.
has been a mod for 6 months. He has been a gift to EQs as well. I didn't really see it all unfold last night, so I was actually in bed. But I've seen it all this morning, where she's obviously got a new hotel and everything. She's alright, she has actually stated that, but like I say, face speaks 1,000 words, and you can see she's not okay, but she is okay. Do you understand where I'm coming from with that? So, like, even though she's saying she's okay, her face says something totally different, and I think she's hurt more than anything else. That's just my opinion. But, like, we're going over there, and obviously she was going to get him out, and she was getting a free holiday and stuff. I absolutely do feel for her, because he would know within the 6 months of what the trolling that EQ gets, and the backlash that she gets sometimes, and the hate she gets sometimes, and it's sometimes doom and gloom. So he would have known all that, and I just really feel for her, because she's in a different country. She's not even in UK, man, and she's on her own.
Yeah.
And she's female. It's just horrible. No one wants to be in that situation, and I just hope she's alright. To be fair, if it weren't for me going away, I would have just dropped her a message and said I'll head over, even though I don't know her personally. But I wouldn't want to imagine someone there on their own, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. I think it's important though to reiterate that Chelsea's just been up in here, and you know she is fine. She's okay, guys. I know that's how you guys will feel for her, and that's lovely. But I mean, you know, if she didn't feel that comfortable, hey guys, I think if she didn't feel that comfortable, Chelsea would probably take herself home. But I just think it's absolutely disgusting that, you know, me now knowing that he was a mod. I think you would know the chat, like,
yeah,
you would know
agree.
You would know what her fan base is like, what her trolls can be like, and they can just be just as savage and just as ruthless as EQ. So I just feel like you should have observed her enough at that point, and maybe he hyped it up more in his head than he thought it was going to be when she got there. Maybe he was a bit salty, maybe he was a bit bitter because he lost his battle. Who knows? But I think if Leslie wants to come...
Can I just ask? I know he's young, but how old is he?
I have no idea, my lovely. Does anyone in the chat...